Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, drunk with success and drifting on a sea of my own hubris, as I prepare for a little more XCOM, the Long War. And if my years serving beneath Captain Joe Hazelwood taught me anything, it's that there's no better idea ever than getting drunk and putting out to sea. Especially if you're putting out to sea in a supertanker filled with Alaskan black gold. Am I right, Joe? Yeah, here's to you, old buddy. Cheers. No, but my drunkenness, hubris, and 25-year-old jokes, and almost certainly impending doom aside, things did shake out pretty darn well last time. Steve Lawsuit Jobs joined the team, adding yet another trooper familiar with the cutthroat tactics necessary to succeed in both life, business, and as a member of Project Lazarus. The squad I dispatched to thwart an abduction mission in Japan also did pretty well. They didn't quite hit a grand slam due to a double whiff on a thin man capture, but, I mean, they did good enough. I would say the mission was at least a ground rule double. Everyone came home uninjured and their pockets were bulging with meld, so, you know, I'd say they at least poked one over the fence. I mean, it didn't go over in the air, but on the bounce, and that's good enough to bring 2 runs across the plate and get us the win. And 3 of them got themselves promoted to boot, so another positive. And I got to admit, I'm feeling pretty damn good about the mission and the project in general. Which likely means that it's only a matter of time until my ex-wife shows up with a poison cloak to kill my hot new stripper wife, and then murders my children just to prove how pissed off she really is. Because while my years under Captain Joe taught me about drinking on the job, my years under Euripides also taught me about what happens to people high on their own success and good fortune. So I suppose we should head down to the barracks and get our new troopers taken care of on their maintenance before Medea shows up to kill them all. And no, I'm not talking about Tyler Perry in a fat suit either. I'm talking about the actual Medea. Seriously, Google that shit. Alright, who do we got here? Old Gilbert Legal, fresh from the tubes. And, here's a man of vision, creativity, unparalleled awesomeness. I think, yep, Frenchman to boot. That's the clincher, folks. We are looking at the man himself. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the mighty Jules Verne. Oh yeah, Jules Verne, possibly and often credited as the father of science fiction. And you know what? He was definitely the father of science fiction for me, because the first sort of sci-fi book I ever read was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And you know what, Jules Sci-Fi Verne? I'm damn glad to have you on board, pal. Welcome to the team. I'd like to see you go around the world in 80 days kicking the shit out of aliens at every stop. So let's see if we can make that happen, Sci-Fi. Damn Skippy, Jules Verne, wow. We do need to get Jules some abilities, however. With his mediocre aim and admittedly somewhat poor foot speed, I think Jules is going to be fairly bad as a scout. He would be adequate as a sniper, but honestly, we've gotten quite a few snipers lately, and I think we probably have our fill of sniper. And on the other plus side, except as an assault trooper, which he would be average at, not necessarily terrible, just average, he'd be pretty good at anything else, of course, except for Rocketeer, which he's probably gonna... Yeah, fuck me. Alright. I'm sorry, Jules Verne. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what I've just done to you. I'm so desperately and terribly sorry for what I've done. There is no way to atone. I mean, I could fling myself into a volcano, I suppose. That would be one way to atone for the crime, but I'd likely just fall down a hole and wind up journeying to the center of the earth. Nobody really wants that, so... Let's just make the best of a bad situation, Jules. And again, I am so terribly sorry for what I have done. I'm so sorry, Jules. I'm so sorry. My shame. You know what? I gotta hide my face in shame. I can't look at you, Jules Verne, because I have wronged you. I have wronged you, and I can't bear to face the fact of what I have done. So I'm just gonna... No, I'm sorry, friend. I gotta go. I can't do it, Jules. I'm sorry. You deserved better, sir. You deserved better. That's tragedy right there. Goddamn Shakespearean tragedy. Anyway, we had one more trooper who got promoted. We did. Excellent. Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, so very prominent cheekbones. Kind of a wide nose. Sharp, keen intellect, and a sense of someone who knows what they're about. As well as a sense of someone who realizes that time is ephemeral. This is, yeah, this is Gertrude Stein, folks. We're looking at Gertrude Stein. Yeah. Yep, old Gertie. Gertrude Stein, welcome aboard. And I really hope you have the 3 lives that you talked about in your first novel, because let's face it, on the XCOM project, Gertrude, you're probably going to need all 3 of those lives. In fact, if you have a bank with spare lives in it, you may want to go hit the old life ATM and see if you can't get a few extra 1-ups, because things are probably going to end badly for you, and thus Alice B. Toklas sort of vicariously. I'm sorry, but seriously, invest in a 3 lives thing? I strongly suggest that you do that. Still, glad to have Gertrude Stein on board. Her non-linear sense of narration might help us make sense of some of the aliens' attack patterns, perhaps, since she thinks not necessarily in a forward dimension of time, capable of thinking in multiple times or existing purely in the present, was Gertrude Stein. Should be interesting to see how she works out on the team. That's got our trooper maintenance taken care of, so it's up to Mission Control and get to scanning. I'm seriously worried about the poison cloak thing and Medea murdering my children. That'll be bad. Real bad. Shredder ammo complete. I'm pleased with that. Ooh. Yes, please. I don't want to sacrifice 3 flight computers for this, but we absolutely have to do it because engineers are what's holding us back right now. And that may have... was that enough to get us to 50?
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
God damn it, we're one short.
Always glad to have more help down here.
Yeah, shut up, Dr. Shen. We still need 1 engineer, so why don't you go hire 1 more piece of help, pal? The way I said pal, I think it's pretty evident that Dr. Shen and I are not pals. Alright, so some breaching ammo. Aircraft boosters also. Yeah, so we're going to knock out a bunch of, like, little one-day bits. That's fine. 24 weapon fragments. It's an engineer. We got to do it. We're very, very low on weapon fragments. It's worthwhile pointing out. We did just use a whole bunch, though, on Gauss weaponry and some research, but still... We're going to try and need to recover some weapon fragments in the very near... Yes, thank you, Dr. Shen.
Always glad to have more help.
You know, you just told me about that literally less than 90 seconds ago. Why can I not build a satellite uplink? I do not have enough cash, but I have everything else I might need. Well then, I guess we'll go visit the gray market and see if we can whip up... oh, you know what else we got to do, though? Son of a bitch. We got an intel scan. It's been a while since we've done it. I'm glad we tried to come here to whip up cash because we haven't done this in like 2 weeks.
Confirmed. Exalt cell location verified.
Okay, so we have one in Japan. Alright, that's fine. We came up here. We did come up here and do what we came to do, really, but, I mean, still. Positive benefits. Where's Napoleon? The only man who's ever going on a covert operation. There's the Emperor himself. Je suis Emperor. Is your loadout still cool? Of course it's cool. You're Napoleon Bonaparte, the greatest covert operative since Jack fucking Bauer.
We're currently tracking several unidentified targets.
Really?
Nothing that requires our attention just yet.
Thanks for bringing it to my attention then, Bradford. I appreciate it. If it was so fucking irrelevant as not to bear mentioning, I'm glad you mentioned it. Bradford's the kind of guy who, isn't polite enough to tell you that you have something stuck in your teeth. He just is the kind of guy who sits there and just sort of laughs at you behind his hand while everybody else goes, man, you see that? This guy got some, like, spinach or something in there. Bradford's a guy that doesn't say anything. He's that dickhead. So we've used a lot of Illyrium lately.
Things are definitely picking up out there. We'll have to monitor.
We still need 200 credits. I mean, we gotta do it. Bradford, would you shut your fucking pie hole, man? Jesus Christ, Chatty Cathy. Give it a rest. Ah, God, I want to punch him the way Telly Savalas wanted to punch that fucking doll. Alright, so we got our 200 credits. We did an Exalt scan. That's good. So we have an Exalt mission coming up. We can also head down to engineering. I don't want to build or buy items. I want to build facilities, and that facility needs to be a satellite nexus, please. Satellite, why? I was looking at the wrong one. I'll go fetch up another 70 credits then. Thanks. I'm glad to have been here. Tip your waiter, everyone. This is going to take all of the eternity, so let's go see that play again. We need another 100 credits. So 64 puts us 6 short of our goal. We could have something else we can sell. Yeah, we can get rid of 2 Seeker Rex then. That'll put us right at it. We will be dead-assed fucking Donald Trump after the presidential election broke. Because not only is he going to lose, he's going to waste a whole lot of money. I kind of feel sorry for Donald. Then again, in true Donald Trump fashion, he's just going to declare bankruptcy and come out smelling like a rose anyway, so who cares? That's the Donald Trump method, folks. Have a terrible business strategy, enact it terribly, fail miserably, file Chapter 11, and walk off with the investor money. Oh yeah, the Donald Trump way. Tried and proven. Donald Trump method. Also, please don't sue me, Donald Trump, although it is like a non-debatable, non-slanderous fact that you have declared bankruptcy several times, so. Aha, Donald Trump! You can't sue me for libel or slander if it's true. Also, this would be slander because it's spoken. I didn't actually write it down. But, yeah. Anyway, let's begin construction before Donald Trump's attorneys have a chance to get me on the phone here and I get interrupted by my ringtone. So we'll start building our satellite nexus. We're completely dead flat broke, and we can't really do anything at this point but try and get a mission. 11 hours till our skeleton key finishes. Yeah, we can't do anything with it till we have the satellites done anyway. Alright, so there's that. Good, skeleton key's finished. We do have some side training. Well, I was hoping we might get to it, but clearly we're not. We have a small fighter, nape of the earth over Africa. Alright, interceptors, let's see what we can do here. Cowboy, it's time to ride, pal. This cowboy's been riding hard, he's been riding long, and this is one long cattle drive that he's been taking care of. But though he's been riding drag the whole way, it's got a lot of dust in there. I still feel that the cowboy is ready to deliver. And we have our new damage thing, which I suppose would be useful if we ever were going to damage the enemy, which we clearly are not.
Contact lost.
That was a fucking terrible intercept, cowboy. I mean, I was just praising you for being okay recently, and then you give me that. What the fuck was that shit? It was miserable. That's what it was. Goddamn terrible, Upham, you loser. All right. Well, let's see if we can get a little better performance out of some of our other friends. All right, Leathers Potter, show us that cool bomber jacket wearing style of yours. Well, you gotta hit it. Why is this guy unhittable? Come on. Holy crap, that guy fucking tore us apart. I mean, it was a fighter, and granted, fighters are typically slightly more difficult, but Jesus Christ, he ripped us a complete new one. My tender butthole has been violated and ravaged. I'm not feeling good about those two intercepts. Alright, well, let's send a Sky Ranger here. Settlement, one or more small structures in a remote location. This is going to be down on the farm in Wisconsin, South Africa. So let's gear up, assuming it's going to be the farm map. Franklin D. Roosevelt is available, and a long way from level. This also is a small UFO, so maybe we should go with something slightly less aggressive. We could try and give George Custer a chance to work his way out of his funk. I mean, the man has never hit anything, and of our active snipers, he has the most experience and the best aim. Which says probably not fantastic things about General George Custer, but we're going to take him anyway. Third time's the charm, right, George? Yeah, that's going to not be true. He's going to die in agony. Let's give you an alloy bipod. Actually, let's give you a scope and an alloy bipod. Maybe, just maybe, with the +20 aim, Custer, you can possibly hit something once. Oh, you piece of garbage. Alright, so let's take a gunner. I would like a reasonably good gunner, if not a fantastic gunner. Although, you know, small UFOs lately, we've been encountering pretty goddamn heavy resistance. So maybe we take 2 gunners. Mary Stewart will be back in 7 hours. Marie Antoinette Baker will be out of psionic training in 2 days. Jane Sporty Austin's back in 3. 6. Yeah, we can afford to spare one of our top tier gunners here. I think we'll be all right. So, the Iron Lady? Yeah, Iron Lady and Mighty Good Time Hari are pretty effectively on par with each other. So let's grab the Iron Lady here. Little loadout change. I think we'll leave her with the tack armor. That's fine. We are going to give her the Gatling laser, of course, as well as a scope and a laser sight. And that's got the Iron Lady ready to deal a little bit of bitter iron flavored death to our foes. A scout. What do we want to do about a scout? We got 3 really good scouts. We also have Ava Don't Cry Perone, who may have gone on our last mission, Atlas King. Yeah, you know, this is a small UFO. Let's take Atlas King. Now, we want to be a little careful. We can't really go overboard with the total Lobby action, but we can probably get away with a couple lesser gifted troopers. We're getting propped up by the Iron Lady, but we don't want to dip too deeply into that well, so let's take a quality medic and a reasonably quality engineer. I think Mary Mallon, perhaps? Yeah, we're going to take Typhoid Mary simply because this level has a very strong chance of, or this mission, rather, has a very strong chance of leveling Typhoid Mary. Not this level has a strong chance of missioning Typhoid Mary. Although Typhoid Mary, by all reports, I mean, being sort of a turn-of-the-century lady, probably did enjoy the missionary position. I mean, who doesn't? Alright, so Nikola Tesla may be overcommitting, likewise Marie Radium Curie. Isaac Apple Newton, in addition to being the current defendant in a lawsuit from Steve Jobs, is as well very close to level. So we're going to take him. Phalanx armor, laser rifle, bunch of grenades. He's got old Apple Newton sorted. He's really getting trademarked harsh there by Steve Jobs' attorneys. It's getting kind of ugly, actually. Kind of ugly. How many slots have we got left? We have 3. Could take a rookie. I'm thinking about maybe taking a rookie, but we have a couple low... Yeah, you know, if we're going to commit to the low level thing... I have wronged this man so deeply, Jules Verne, by making you a Rocketeer, that I really, really wish to give you a chance to prove to me that you're still a worthwhile individual. So I'm going to give you some Phalanx armor, a laser rifle, a scope, and an additional rocket. And I would like for you, Jules Verne, to fire on our targets like Captain Nemo fired on the victims of the Nautilus. Alright. Let's take one really good assault and one mediocre assault. So in the really good assault department, I think we go with Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is, in fact, hardcore as fuck. A man. Tougher than nails. Captures? Yeah, we should probably. Arc thrower, ceramic plating. You know, we might forego the ceramic plating and maybe go with some shredder ammo instead. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, what if we went with an arc thrower? Shredder ammo or breaching ammo? You know, I think breaching ammo, in case we have to run right up close. And Abraham Hardcore Lincoln does have a pretty darn good health supply. With the Carapace armor and his base health as high as it is, I think he'll be alright. And then if we need somebody to walk up and just shotgun a berserker or something in the face, Abraham Hardcore Lincoln can be that man. Alright, so let's get one of our lower level assaults. I hate Oishi Yoshio. Not because, I mean, I like Oishi Yoshio, the 47 Ronin were badass, but I don't like him because he's so bad. Let's compromise and take Sun Tzu here, the old war dog. Been a while since the war dogs had a chance to bark, bite, and or, you know, poop on the floor. So it's probably a good chance that we give Sun Tzu a you know, opportunity to run out to the dog park, maybe take a dump, sniff a few butts. Kind of things puppies like to do. So let's get the war dog sorted. And let's cry havoc and let him slip loose then. Right in there. Yeah, Shakespeare. I mean, it would have been fully more appropriate if it had been Shakespeare and Sun Tzu that were on the mission, because as far as I know, Abraham Hardcore Lincoln has never cried havoc nor let slip the dogs of war, but, you know, can't win them all. Sometimes things don't work out. And no surprise at all, we are in South Africa, Wisconsin. Or Wisconsin, South Africa, could go either way. Operation Brutal Heart, however. You know, I'm thinking that General George Custer may be having some flashbacks on this one. This is the map that the last time he got critically wounded, which is like every time he goes on a mission. But last time, it was also on this same map, so he may be having little bighorn flashbacks. Let's hope he can fight through the pain. Unconventional. Nope, we're coming in exactly where we would have expected to come in. Which honestly is not bad. General George Custer can throw the hook, because I like to throw the hook. So Custer, if you would perhaps throw the hook. There you go. Throwing a... No, you gotta say throwing the hook, man. It doesn't count if you don't say throwing the hook. What the hell's wrong with you? Freaking noob. You gotta say throwing the hook. If you don't say throwing the hook, it doesn't count. Ah, Custer's a jerk. Alright, well, he is up in a reasonable firing position. What do we have for battle scanners? We actually have some battle scanners, but we also have the motion tracker. So let's have little Typhoid Mary Mallon advance, and we can do a little potential scouting as well as... Alright, so we're going to have aliens that are, like, right here. That's actually not bad for us. We should be able to set up a reasonably good little assault here. And I think Isaac Apple Newton is probably going to be able to drop the apple that begins the assault.
I'm on it.
So let's set up to make this happen as best we can. You know, I think we can probably get away with the dash move here from Atlas King. He does have low profile, so the half cover. Perfectly done, Atlas King. Nice job, buddy. Jules Verne's gonna get over here, and Verne, I want you studying that weapon for me, buddy. It may be one of your long-distance torpedoes from Captain Nemo's craft that sets things off. Also, if anybody ever makes a Finding Nemo joke while you're in my presence, Jules, if you're on a mission and somebody makes a Finding Nemo joke, I swear to God I will murder them. I will. I will defend your honor with my own vicious vicious killing instincts. I will tear them limb from limb with my bare fucking hands if I have to, sir. Because you deserve far better than to be the jokes, the butt of a joke based on a Disney Pixar film. Far better, sir. The first person that does it, all of you guys are on notice, by the way. I'll tear your throat out with my bare teeth, Andrew Lincoln in a Walking Dead style, if I have to. Don't make me do it. You've been warned. Don't make me do it, because I'll do it. Alright, so we're gonna have to activate this pod. There's two ways we could go about it. We could throw a battle scanner, or alternatively, we could do this. Oh, okay. That actually was very lucky. Alright, Atlas King. Now, this may seem stupid because I said to not throw the battle scanner, but now that we've got Isaac Newton in a forward position without popping the pod, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to hit this unpopped pod with a grenade. Maybe? Or not? Did they move slightly? I can't tell where they're at. Where are the enemies? Excuse me, game. You say there are enemies, but I don't see any enemies. What's going on? Oh, there they are. Maybe a little far away to crack with the grenade, actually, now that I take a look at it. Alright, Custer. How could you not see these guys from where you were at, by the way, George? I mean, what the shit, man?
Moving to position. Enemy spotted.
Alright, so these... Oh, okay, so, hey, Berserker. Oh, he has jumpy legs. That's very much not good. Okay, we gotta get that bastard down. How are we gonna do that? Possibly with Jules Verne? Possibly with Jules Verne. Alright, Jules. Can you... I don't suppose you could center a rocket on this guy, can you? Sort of. Yeah, do this.
Boom.
This should make him move. I mean, we've got... Alright. Oh, Jules Verne. I love you. That was fantastic. This guy's gonna charge in a building. No one else can see him now. Okay, that's less good. Admittedly, it's actually double plus ungood. It's fucking terrible. Where the hell is that guy? So he's got to be, like, in here now, which is very bad for us. Okay. General Custer, just out of an abundance of caution, let's get you the fuck out of here, because you're in a terrible, terrible spot, and unfortunately, you can't grapple hook down, so that's bad. I guess we'll bring you over here, and you can at least try and take advantage of your low profile ability. I beg your pardon? That's the craziest Overwatch angle of all time. Except that this entire wall has been destroyed somehow. I guess Jules... Geez, Jules Verne, that was an amazing rocket. Alright, well, we gotta get this Muton bastard to move. Not that Muton bastard. So, the Berserker's gotta be in here. This is the only place he could be where we couldn't see him. And as such, we're gonna devastate the entire area with some explosives.
Eat this.
Yeah, eat it. Isaac Apple Newton advising you to eat your apples, folks. An apple a day keeps the Muton away. Here he comes. Keep him coming. Yeah, that's right. You're a big boy. You want some, don't you? Oh, he wants some. Yeah, you know what? Not only do you want some, pal, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. He gonna get it. Oh, Mary Mallon. Oh, Mary Stewart, rather. Oh, he got it.
He's down.
Yeah, he's down fucking with extreme prejudice. You wrecked his shit. I'd like to say, his shit has been completely and entirely thoroughly wrecked. You ruined him. That's kind of not fantastic, actually. I wouldn't have minded getting a capture on that guy. Mary Mallon's going to be saving some lives on this one, probably with a little bit of, and I say probably when what I mean is hopefully. But going to be saving some lives here with a little bit of smoke grenade cover. Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and watch that. And that just leaves Typhoid Mary. Alright, Typhoid, get the smoker down. We got a number of units here that are in not really fantastic cover, so if you could maybe increase their cover opportunities, we'd all be very appreciative. I'm actually feeling pretty solid about the engagement with that we just had with the Berserker. That worked out surprisingly well, given that he surprised us with the leaping legs. The leaping legs thing really was quite shocking to me. I was not expecting that at all. Atlas King, well, it's time to earn your paycheck, buddy, like the whole 18 bucks. So go get him. On the plus side, 18 bucks, actually 5 times as much as Atlas King got paid for his role in the incredibly strange creatures that stopped living and became mixed up zombies. So, I mean, he's glad to have that 18 bucks. He's going to spend it on booze. I mean, he's going to blow it on booze, because that's the kind of thing Atlas King does. But still, he's glad to have the money. That was a miss. We don't even really care. I wasn't, I was actually shooting there just for the hollow targeting. I wasn't even making much of an attempt to connect on that one. I don't suppose Jules Verne could be. You know, we might be trying to ask a little too much from Jules. Considering having Jules fire another rocket, but I think we'll hold off on that. Instead, we're going to have him steady weapon. No targets for hardcore. That's not fantastic for us. 53% chance to hit. I will take a 53 here. Isaac Apple Newton showing why he is the master of the mint and minty flavored fresh death that he delivers to our enemies. Could we somehow potentially get a capture on this guy? The answer, I think, is no. As much as I wish it were otherwise, I don't think it's in the cards for us to be able to pin him down. Unless Custer could hit him with a disabling shot. Let's do some damage to him before we have General George Custer even consider that opportunity, though. So, Sun Tzu, 73%, 34% damage.
I'm gonna need more practice.
You know, that's the first time I've heard anyone say that, and honestly, yeah, that's a solid assessment of your own abilities, sir. You definitely need a little more practice. Alright, so it's up to Abraham Lincoln to dig us out of this hole. Also, we're going to be foregoing any potential opportunity for a capture here, because hardcore is just going to obliterate this champ. Yeah, this guy's gone. Good day. You're all the way dead. Alright, we would have liked to have picked up a capture opportunity there, but no opportunity presented itself, which is fine. Honestly, we should have just thrown the hook and gotten back on our rooftop. Let's do that now, shall we? Old George gonna throw the hook and get back to his rooftop. George, by the way, has still yet to hit anything with that sniper rifle of his, so your continued offer, I mean, it continues to be fucking remarkable is what it is. It's like 5 missions, sir, and
double time.
Of all the times you're still hitless, George Custer. I mean, come on, man. This is a serious slump you're in. You gotta come out of the slump. Otherwise, we're gonna have to send you back down to the miners, and you know, probably don't want to be in the miners. Nobody does your laundry for you in the miners. You gotta wash your own fucking uniform. That's not cool. So we did get an audio clue from this direction. We should probably get a motion tracker up. Theoretically, a motion tracker seems like a pretty good idea. Let's take a turn and get some more ammo here. We'll reload. Atlas King, he only has the 1 battle scanner and he used it.
Stepping off.
We're gonna have Atlas King do a little dash here. This is an exploratory dash. Alright, he's pretty safe. Jules? Let's bring you over here then. We know where the enemy are. They're over in this region. We got an audio clue. That's fine. Isaac Newton, take that corner cover. Maggie T, let's get you up here in a... Maybe... Well, you can't quite make it where I want you, so let's put you there. Typhoid Mary's going to dash forward, and next turn, probably going to have Typhoid Mary activate her tracking device. The War Dog. Let's put the War Dog over here.
Time to double.
This way he's ready to either come around the corner or go out the door. We've got options with him that way. Gonna steady our weapon here with old George Custer. And that's gonna be it for the turn. Meanwhile, this barn continues to burn down. We're burning the barn down. It's a good old-fashioned barn burning, which is way less good than a good old-fashioned barn raising, especially if you own the barn. So we got enemy action over in that direction. It's more mutons, which I'm kind of a fan of, actually. Alright, so give me the motion tracker. Yeah, there's an ethereal in the... That's not a surprise. There's an ethereal in the ship, because there's always an ethereal in the ship. I don't like your pathing on that at all. Go behind the tractor, please. Still nothing. Okay. So maybe we just set up for a little door kick action on the ethereal? You know, let's not do that. Isaac, yes, sir. Let's have you get up here. If anybody's gonna go in and wreck that dude in close encounters combat, it should probably be the War Dog and Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. I mean, that's what we brought these guys for. So let's set up with Lincoln and the War Dog to get that particular mission accomplished.
Rolling out.
Then they can put up a big banner that's completely over... Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, that's... Ooh, that's not good. Alright, well, we can't run and gun.
Moving.
So let's move the full cover. We'll drop into Overwatch.
Roger, looking out.
Atlas King, we're going to bring you out here and put you on Overwatch as well. We're going to try and discourage this guy from coming around and just shooting Abraham Hardcore Lincoln in the back. That is the thing that could easily happen. Julie, a little Overwatch cover if you would, sir. The Iron Lady can't stay here. She has no cover at all, so we're going to have her whip around. She's going to hunker down. And George, Is his first hit gonna be... No, I was gonna say, is his first hit gonna be an Overwatch shot? It is not. This guy's just gonna come to this corner and he's gonna shoot Abraham Lincoln. I guarantee it. Oh, no, he went the other way.
Cover the flanks.
Alright.
Looks like they called in backup.
Uh-oh. Alright, that's not good, but it's recoverable. Looks like they called in backup. What the hell was that? I mean, we knew that guy was there. Alright, so Isaac Newton. Give me the holo targeting here. Once again, Atlas King being utilized just to holo target an enemy for us. I'm not even sure it's going to be entirely necessary because I have a very strong sensation that Abraham Hardcore Lincoln is going to punish this guy for what he did to Isaac Newton. And I think he's going to punish him pretty good. This should trigger hit and run. Yeah, absolutely triggered hit and run. So you're dead then. I'm still pissed off because of what you did to Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton now is going to be in the hospital for a very, very long time. An unfortunately long time, honestly. We're going to put you on Overwatch, Newton. Let's get some heals on Sir Isaac. It was unfortunate, but... We popped him on accident, and, you know, can't help but say that I kind of blame Sun Tzu for that. Or, actually, the real person that should be blamed there is me and misreading a motion tracker badly, but still. I'm still blaming it on you. I never accept blame. That's, one thing my experiences in a corporate environment taught me, Steve Jobs. I mean, it taught you cutthroat business practices and effective marketing strategies. What it taught me, never accept blame for anything under any reason or circumstance. Always shift the blame. That's the one thing I know from my years spent in corporate environments. Always shift the blame. Always. Always shift it. You gotta shift it like a fucking NASCAR driver burning for the finish after his brother Kurt Busch has wrecked all the cars. Of course, the NASCAR driver in my head is Kyle Busch because it's always Kyle Busch. Also, Kurt and Kyle are the scumbags of NASCAR.
That's affirmative.
Just throwing that out there.
Positive
Alright, so I actually deliberately popped this pod. It's Seekers, so I'm not overly concerned about what they're gonna do to us. Effectively, I think they're all probably gonna get killed by Sir Isaac Newton in a single grenade. That's what I think is most likely outcome of this scenario. We're gonna land a grenade on this rooftop, and they're all gonna die. So Isaac Apple Newton, even injured, is still got your shit covered. Look at this. Okay, well, he didn't kill all of them, or even any of them. Alright, I'm a little less sanguine about our chances. It's not good. Mary Mallon's still in a reasonable position. Sun Tzu could assist. This is effectively suicidal. Yeah, we can't do that. What if we do this? He said toot sweet! Holy shit, Jules Verne, I love you. You're the greatest Frenchman who's ever lived. The greatest Frenchman who has ever lived. Well, this has a potential for a positive outcome. I mean, it's a limited potential, admittedly, but on the plus side, it has the added advantage of not getting Mary Mallon killed. So there's that. Sun Tzu could maybe come in and clean up whatever the wreck is. Alright, Jules. You know, I gotta have a little talk here, pal. This one, I kind of need it to scatter long, buddy. We need this one to scatter maybe a little long. Well, I mean, I'd like it to hit right where I dropped it, but alternatively, Jules Verne is the greatest man who has ever lived. That was beautiful, son. Jules Verne. Oh, sci-fi author extraordinaire. Making a case for Rocketeers not being the absolute bags of trash that we all know them to secretly be. That still, remarkable done. And Sun Tzu is going to kick this one off. This is it. Sun Tzu, the war dog, he's going to sink his teeth into this little Seeker. And this is going to be end of mission for us. Yeah. Suck this, son. You're done. You got wrecked by Jules Verne. That's not the end of things. Okay, then.
Ready to engage.
So clearly we still have one pod somewhere. I'm gonna guess it's over in this direction then. So let's get everyone in position and do some reloading, I guess. Abraham Lincoln, we don't need you popping a pod when you have less than total magazine filled with ammo, so why don't you reload? Custer, let's get you over where if the enemy is in range, you might actually not only get to fire that weapon, but potentially hit something with it as well. Because so far this mission, you haven't even fired the damn thing. Another Berserker. Alright, so more Berserker, more Muton. Actually, the more Berserker is not necessarily a drawback for us. We've got some shots. We can draw him in. If we could draw him in and get him injured enough over in the vicinity of Sun Tzu, we could even go for a capture. Yeah, I think it's worth the risk. I think it's worth trying. All right, so Atlas King, I need you to be able to take a shot at that guy.
I'm on the move.
And like I said, I needed you to be able to take a shot at that guy. And I can't help but notice that from your current position, you cannot take a shot at that guy. One of these has got to hit. Okay, good. We need to move this guy. So we did get 6 damage. That's acceptable. We're going to continue bringing him forward. If we do that, are we going to be able to kill him, though? Yeah, I'm pretty confident we won't have a whole lot of trouble. So, a little more grenade action from Sir Isaac Newton here from the full safety of out of line of sight. Full cover is not at all safe in this game. That's something that's worthwhile to note. Full cover does not mean safety. Out of line of sight doesn't always mean safety, but it has a stronger chance of meaning safety. You have a 77% chance. Alternatively, you could get your first hit ever. These are squad sight shots, which means that Muton can't shoot back. You know what? Do this. Nicely done. So General George Custer with his first ever hit, and he had to shoot at the broadside of a barn to get it done, but damn it, he did get it done.
Moving there now, sir.
All right, Sun Tzu. We're going to try something real tricky here. I need you to hit this guy and draw him close enough to him that you can follow up with a hit and run with a stun. Never mind, or you can just completely annihilate him. Okay, well, I mean, that's an alternative. Wasn't necessarily what we needed, but it's something. I'm not ever going to complain about a unit killing something. I would have preferred to have him try and pull him over so that we could have maybe finagled the capture, but I'm never ever going to complain about anyone killing anything. It's just, I'm not going to do it. That's fucking tempting fate is what it is. That's just, yeah, that's just begging to have your own hubris just shoved right in your mouth and ground around into a mealy, delicious paste.
Yes, sir.
It's stupid is what it is. You don't tempt fate like that. We do still have a floater and a Muton to mop up, but effectively that's what this has become. This is just a mop-up operation. Here comes our Muton friend. We're going to take some very bad Overwatch. Oh, Jules Verne. Good God, Jules Verne. I literally couldn't love you more. Every single thing you have done has been perfectly executed. You even dodged the shot. I don't know what to say. It's not Rocketeers, because we all know that Rocketeers are not good. It's all 100% entirely Jules Verne that's doing this. It's all Jules. It's all Julie. All Julie. Also, it's going to be all grenade all the time. You know, let's not grenade him, actually, if we don't have to. Let's just have General George Custer get what may prove to be his first ever kill. Probably not. Holy fucking shit. General George Custer not only fired his weapon twice and got 2 hits. No. What? Why does that happen? Every once in a while, the game just wigs out, puts the grid. I don't know what causes that, but I do know that I don't like it.
Back in.
But let's reload. We're going to get a lot of Overwatch here. There's a floater floating somewhere. I'd prefer Jules Verne to be in slightly better cover if better cover is available. Like here, say. He did get lucky once. Let's not expect him to get lucky twice with the low cover misses. We'll put Margaret Thatcher on Overwatch. We don't know exactly where the floater is, so we're going to come around here, put some potential full cover between Abraham and here. Okay. So he's going exactly where his pal went. Here he comes, and he's going to get overwatched. Margaret Iron Lady Thatcher, and there you go. She not only killed him, she bounced him for a moment on top of that fucking streetlight. Did you see that? That was remarkable shooting. Ah, trick shot from Margaret Thatcher to end the mission. That's fantastic. That's some Annie Oakley shit right there. I mean, we're going to show that footage to Annie Oakley, and she's going to be like, damn, girl, that was a great shot, yo. I'm assuming, of course, that Annie Oakley actually spoke that way. I mean, I know she lived in the very turn of the century, 20th century, early 1900s, but I'm pretty sure she was gangster before gangster was cool. I mean, she's Annie fucking Oakley. All right, so Sir Isaac Newton picking up a promotion, General George Custer sort of making a play to climb out of the cellar, and Jules Verne, the greatest Rocketeer in the history of Rocketeering. Sincerely, I'm not being facetious. That was magnificent. It was probably the greatest Rocketeer performance we have ever seen. 24 days in the hospital for Isaac Apple Newton is a little unfortunate, but well, sometimes you get hurt. That's just the way it goes. Once in a while, somebody's going to get shot. On the plus side, Isaac Apple Newton did not get cored like an apple and stayed on his feet, so we'll take it. No other wounds, nothing else relevant. Floater corpses, Muton corpses, Berserker corpses, Delirium alloys, weapon fragments, meld, some damaged junk, and garbage. None of our equipment got damaged, which is good, so let's head up to the old gray market, and we're going to pawn off this trash that's broken. So broken trash, broken trash, broken trash is gone, and that's going to be it. So 3 days away from some side training, and I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us, and honestly, I think Jules Verne's premiere debut here was definitely worthy of a like or two. Fantastic work. If you'd like to see more XCOM, of course, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.